The company might be young, but I'm not. And that's because I've been around the block a few times. How do we work this? Payment Centric, as it sounds, is a company that focuses on payments. And we've done something very similar in the past, a company called TS3 Services, where many of your credit and debit card transactions, you won't know it, will have been channeled via our data centres. Payment Centric, we've got a track record, the founders of building payment companies and having a profitable exit. And we're looking to replicate that in a slightly different way with Payment Centric. We used to be a software development company, but moved the business into being a recurring revenue business model based on transactions. So for every transaction we process, there's a small cut. I'll go back now. What we've done is built a payment platform based in the cloud. In our previous existence, we had payment platform, dual data centres, interlinked, PCI, DSS certified, security for Visa, MasterCard, etc. We've now built a payment platform that's based in the cloud, all modern stuff. But the platform is just the foundation. We have applications and services that can run on that platform. And these are the applications. The first application is called MCT World, My Cash Transfer, which is really money transfer, mobile top-up, and it's also about community care vouchers in foreign lands. I'll come on to that a bit in a minute. The thing we did in TS3, I've called Card Pay Plus Plus, is basically emulating that. It's a card payment gateway linked to various acquirers from shops, from e-commerce pages, highly secure stuff. And then there's another thing that we're looking to develop out in Africa called PayShop, which is effectively the equivalent of what you would see here as PayPoint or PayZone, where people would pay their electricity, prepaid gas, bills, etc., in local community shops, all underpinned by the secure payment platform. And that's really a summary of what I've just said. Money remittance, supporting communities in the developing world from the UK is big business. It's a $500 billion plus market in a year. In the UK, in something like 2012, there was about £15 billion worth of money sent from the UK to overseas markets. And there is competition, but we've got a different sort of niche look at that competition. I have to say, it's not a market that is supported by the UK banks. The UK banks run away from this market, and that's a problem for the likes of ourselves. The money transfer is transferring money from a person to a person. But there is an opportunity that we've identified to transfer money from a person to an institution so that less well-developed countries, people in these countries can buy treatment from hospitals or doctors or pharmacies, etc., etc. And that's really it. How do we send money from one part of the world to another part of the world? And it can get that money to end up in a bank account where you can pick up money out of a shop, where you can put it onto an electronic wallet. M-Pesa is an electronic wallet in Kenya, by the way, or in a prepaid card. If you've got a tablet or a smartphone, and you've got a Visa or a MasterCard, then you've got all the tools that you can do it online 24/7. And that's where MCT World is coming in. We can transmit money to over 100 countries in a very convenient, safe manner. And it's easy for the person at the other side of the world to get an SMS text with a voucher or code number to go and redeem it at the chosen point of redemption. The interesting thing is we have competition. Everybody's heard of Western Union, MoneyGram, and others like that. But this is a franchise model where we target the expat or the ethnic communities of Britain through a lead franchisee. Franchisees actually buy a franchise in order to transmit this money. However, they promote it through social media, their local community events, and through local community publications. And yeah, we can send money, we can do mobile top-ups in far-off lands, but there's also this community care service voucher that we're looking to develop. It's a big market opportunity, and it will take time and money to develop the recipient institutions in these countries. So there's mobile top-up. We can link to mobile companies to top up individuals' mobile phones. So if someone wants to send £10 worth of mobile phone top-up, you can do that. I forget what's up here. But these targeted remittances to utility companies, to hospitals, to doctors, pharmacies, insurance companies, etc., so that people that are sending money from here in the UK doesn't just arrive as money, it can arrive as a targeted spend, so that they know that it's been spent on something that's worthwhile as opposed to being squandered. And that's what that slide is. Money goes to the hospitals, money goes to utility companies, money goes to insurance companies, doctors, whatever. And that's what we're doing. The platform has been it's ready to go, and we're really now moving into a phase of looking for some more money to help us take that to the next stage. The founders effectively funded all the early part of the work, the development work. We were then supported by ESM and the Scottish Investment Bank through a 300k fundraising earlier this year. And we're now looking to raise another 500,000 to help take us into the launch mode for MCT World and to develop some of these other functionalities, card payment gateways, etc., etc. We project quite dramatic growth in terms of revenues. Every time a transaction is sent or someone buys a voucher, we can make a transaction fee, and that's essentially how we build our revenues. That's it, short presentation. Hopefully I've done it in 5 minutes, but anybody has any questions, please feel free to seek me out and ask. Thank you.